Chapter 1. A Promising Start. Olivia Brooks had always dreamt of being an architect, creating beautiful structures that would leave a lasting impact. Her hard work and determination paid off when she landed a job at Greystone Architects, a renowned firm known for its groundbreaking designs. On her first day, Olivia nervously walked into the sleek, modern office building. She couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and anticipation as she stepped into the bustling workspace. With her portfolio clutched tightly in her hands, she approached the receptionist, who greeted her warmly. "Welcome to Greystone Architects. You must be Olivia Brooks," the receptionist said with a friendly smile. "Yes, that's me," Olivia replied, trying to hide her nerves. "Congratulations on joining our team. You're going to do amazing things here," the receptionist assured her. Heartened by the warm welcome, Olivia made her way to her assigned desk. As she settled in, she couldn't help but notice a young man nearby engrossed in a set of blueprints. His focused expression and the air of confidence around him caught her attention. Curiosity getting the better of her, Olivia approached him. "Hi, I'm Olivia," she introduced herself. The man looked up, his eyes meeting Olivia's. "Nice to meet you, Olivia. I'm Nathaniel Matthews," he replied with a genuine smile. "Need any help settling in?" Olivia felt an immediate sense of ease as Nathaniel's friendly demeanor put her at ease. They struck up a conversation, bonding over their shared love for architecture and their aspirations for the future. It was the start of a promising friendship. Little did Olivia know, her longtime friend Serafina had also secured a position at Greystone Architects. Serafina had always been secretly infatuated with Nathaniel, and when she discovered that he and Olivia had become fast friends, jealousy began to consume her. Watching Olivia and Nathaniel's interactions from a distance, Serafina couldn't shake off the twinge of envy that welled up inside her. She had hoped that working together would bring her closer to Nathaniel, but Olivia seemed to have taken her place in his life. Chapter 2. Bonds Strengthen. As Olivia settled into her role at Greystone Architects, she found herself working closely with Nathaniel on various projects. Their collaboration was seamless, with their creative minds complementing each other perfectly. They quickly developed a reputation for delivering exceptional work, gathering praise from clients and colleagues. One sunny morning, Olivia and Nathaniel gathered in a meeting room, reviewing the plans for an upcoming project. The room buzzed with excitement as they discussed their ideas, bouncing concepts off each other. "I love how you incorporated that unique element into the design," Nathaniel remarked, his eyes shining with admiration. Olivia smiled, appreciating Nathaniel's support and encouragement. "Thanks, Nathaniel. Your input always brings out the best in me. I feel lucky to have you as my partner in this." Their friendship grew stronger with each successful project as they shared their passion for architecture and pushed each other to new heights. They often stayed late in the office to meet their project deadline. One evening, Olivia opened up to Nathaniel, expressing her desire to design sustainable buildings that would make a positive impact on the world. "I want to create spaces that harmonize with the environment, that inspire people and promote well-being," she confided, her eyes gleaming with determination. Nathaniel listened intently, nodding in agreement. "That's a noble goal, Olivia. I believe in your talent and your vision. With your passion and dedication, you'll definitely achieve it." Olivia felt a rush of gratitude towards Nathaniel. His unwavering belief in her abilities fueled her confidence and motivated her to strive for greatness. She cherished their friendship and valued his insights as they continued to collaborate on projects. Meanwhile, Serafina couldn't help but notice the deepening connection between Olivia and Nathaniel. Her jealousy intensified with each passing day as she witnessed their effortless synergy and the genuine support they shared. Serafina's mind raced with thoughts of how to break their bond. Chapter 3. Seeds of Doubt. As Olivia faced the first signs of trouble, Serafina couldn't help but relish in the misfortune that had befallen her friend. On the surface, she appeared concerned, offering support and advice, but secretly she felt a surge of pleasure at Olivia's mistake. Serafina seized every opportunity to subtly undermine Olivia's confidence, using the situation to fuel her own envy and resentment. She would approach Olivia with a sympathetic smile, faking worry about the impact of the error. "Oh, Olivia, I heard about the mistake in your design. Are you okay? Do you need any help?" Her words dripped with false sincerity. Olivia, unaware of Serafina's hidden agenda, felt a glimmer of hope in her friend's apparent support. She confided in Serafina about her worries and the pressure she felt. "It's been tough, Serafina. I can't help but doubt myself," Olivia confessed, her voice tinged with vulnerability. Serafina's expression softened, concealing the satisfaction that brewed within her. "I understand, Olivia. We all make mistakes, and it's important to learn from them. You're talented, and I'm sure you'll find a way to make things right." Meanwhile, Serafina reveled in Olivia's turmoil, cherishing the thought that she might finally outshine her friend. Serafina's jealousy and hidden desire for recognition fueled her pleasure at Olivia's momentary setback. With each passing day, Serafina subtly continued doubts about Olivia's capabilities, sowing seeds of uncertainty among their colleagues. She whispered subtle hints to others, making them question Olivia's competence and suitability for the job. The seeds of doubt Serafina had planted were gradually taking root, setting the stage for further turmoil and unexpected betrayals. Chapter 4. The First Betrayal. One morning, as Olivia carefully reviewed her latest design, a sinking feeling settled in her stomach. She discovered a major mistake that could potentially compromise the entire project. Panic washed over her as she realized the implications of her error. In a state of distress, Olivia rushed to the meeting room where the team was gathering for a presentation. She approached the whiteboard, feeling the weight of her mistake bearing down on her. With a shaky voice, she confessed, "I made a grave error in the design. I apologize for any inconvenience caused." Gasps filled the room as everyone scrutinized the flaw in Olivia's work. She felt her face flush with embarrassment, her confidence shattered. The whispers of doubt among her colleagues grew louder, casting a shadow over her reputation. However, amidst the murmurs, Nathaniel stepped forward defending Olivia. "Mistakes happen to the best of us," he asserted, his voice filled with conviction. "Olivia is a talented architect, and I have complete faith in her ability to rectify this issue. Let's focus on finding a solution together." His words brought a glimmer of hope to Olivia's heart. She appreciated his public support, believing that he had her back. Chapter 5. Unraveling the Mystery. As Olivia delved deeper into her new project, a nagging sense of unease settled within her. She couldn't shake the suspicion that someone was manipulating her work, delicately altering her designs to sabotage her progress. Determined to uncover the truth, Olivia decided to unveil the culprit behind her impending failure. With a heightened sense of vigilance, Olivia carefully analyzed her project notes, comparing her original vision with the current state of her work. She scrutinized every detail, seeking signs of tampering or inconsistencies that might reveal the perpetrator's handiwork. As Olivia delved into her speculation, she observed her colleagues with a watchful eye. She confided in her closest friend Nathaniel, seeking his perspective on the matter. "Nathaniel, I've been experiencing some strange occurrences with my project. I can't shake the feeling that someone is tampering with my work," Olivia admitted, her voice tinged with concern. Nathaniel's eyes widened in surprise. "Olivia, I can't believe someone would do such a thing. Rest assured, I'm here for you, and we'll get to the bottom of this together." Olivia felt a sense of relief in Nathaniel's unwavering support, a glimmer of hope that her trust in him was well placed. Together, they vowed to continue their investigation, determined to unravel the mystery and expose the manipulator responsible for Olivia's impending failure. Every interaction within the office became a potential clue, each conversation a source of hidden motives. Olivia listened attentively, searching for any hints or slip-ups that might expose the manipulator's true intentions. She tried to stay one step ahead, subtly engaging her colleagues in discussions related to her project, hoping to catch any signs of guilt or deceit. Days turned into weeks as Olivia continued her investigation, her mind consumed by the mystery that unfolded before her. Chapter 6. Unveiling Emotions. A surge of concern coursed through Olivia as she discovered Serafina frantically searching through her belongings in the cabin. Shocked and perplexed, Olivia's suspicions reached their peak, and she couldn't contain her emotions any longer. With a mix of anger and accusation, she confronted Serafina, her voice filled with intensity. "What on earth are you doing in my cabin, Serafina? What are you searching for?" Olivia demanded, her eyes narrowing with suspicion. Startled, Serafina turned to face Olivia, her eyes wide with surprise and guilt. "Olivia, I didn't expect you to find me here. I'm sorry, I was just looking for something." Olivia's frustration grew, and her voice quivered with a mix of betrayal and anger. "Something? What could you possibly be looking for in my cabin, Serafina?" Olivia's suspicions reached a boiling point, and she accused Serafina of being behind the manipulation of her work. Tears welled up in Serafina's eyes as she struggled to find the right words. Her voice quivered as she responded, her emotions raw and vulnerable. "No, Olivia, I would never do that to you. I admit, I've been struggling with jealousy and insecurity, but I would never damage your work. I care about you, even if my actions may suggest otherwise." Olivia's anger softened slightly as she noticed Serafina's genuine distress. She hesitated, trying to comprehend the revelation Serafina was about to share. "Jealousy, insecurity? What are you talking about, Serafina?" Taking a deep breath, Serafina gathered her thoughts and revealed her true intentions. Her voice filled with a mix of vulnerability and desperation. "Olivia, I'm in love with Nathaniel. I've had these feelings for a while now. When I saw the bond growing between you and Nathaniel, it triggered a surge of jealousy within me. I came to your cabin hoping to find any hints of a romantic connection between you two, as misguided as it may seem." Olivia's initial shock was replaced by a mix of empathy and understanding. She had been so consumed by her own suspicions that she had failed to see the turmoil Serafina was grappling with. "I had no idea, Serafina. I'm sorry if my growing friendship with Nathaniel has caused you pain," Olivia replied, her voice softened with compassion. Serafina wiped away her tears, a mixture of relief and regret etched on her face. "It's not your fault, Olivia. These feelings have overwhelmed me, clouding my judgment and leading me astray. I came to your cabin seeking answers, but now I realize how misplaced my actions were. Chapter 7. Shattered Trust. With a hint of concern gnawing at her, Olivia decided it was time to catch up with Nathaniel and discuss the situation surrounding Seraphina's feelings for him. She believed that an open conversation would help clear the air and ensure that their friendship remained intact. With that intention in mind, she made her way towards his cabin. As she glanced around Nathaniel's cabin, her eyes landed on a folder placed on his desk. Its label caught her attention, a name she recognized all too well, that of a rival architect from a competing firm. Curiosity and a sinking feeling in her gut compelled her to open the folder and investigate its contents. With each document she examined, Olivia's heart sank deeper into a pit of despair. The folder contained confidential project files, sketches, and detailed plans. Olivia's designs. Shock and disbelief washed over her as she realized that Nathaniel had been secretly sharing her work with the rival architect. Tears welled up in Olivia's eyes as she leafed through the stolen files. The evidence before her was undeniable. Nathaniel, her trusted friend, had been betraying her all along, collaborating with their competition and actively working against her success. Her mind raced, replaying countless conversations and interactions with Nathaniel, searching for any signs of duplicity. Questions filled her thoughts. How long had this deceit been going on? What was Nathaniel's motive? And why had he chosen to betray her, someone he had claimed to care for? A mix of anger and sorrow engulfed Olivia as she closed the folder, clutching it tightly against her chest. The evidence she held in her hands shattered the foundation of their friendship, leaving her feeling vulnerable and alone. With each passing moment, the trust she had placed in Nathaniel crumbled away. Their shared dreams and aspirations, the moments of laughter and fellowship, they now felt like an elaborate facade, masking his true intentions. Olivia's heartache was palpable as she grappled with the reality of Nathaniel's actions. She had believed in him, leaned on him for support, and considered him an invaluable ally. Now she had to confront the bitter truth that Nathaniel had used their friendship as a means to advance his own agenda at her expense. Gathering her strength, Olivia quietly closed the folder, determined to confront Nathaniel and demand an explanation. The evidence she had discovered was too damning to ignore. She couldn't simply let this betrayal go unanswered. She would confront him and uncover the motives behind his treachery, no matter how painful the truth might be. With a heavy heart, Olivia left Nathaniel's cabin, the weight of the folder and the shattered trust weighing heavily on her shoulders. The path ahead was uncertain, but she knew she had to face the painful confrontation that awaited her for her own sake and the preservation of her dreams. Chapter 8. Final Confrontation. Few hours later, Olivia entered Nathaniel's cabin with the folder of evidence tightly grasped in her hands. Her heart pounded in her chest as she confronted Nathaniel about his treachery. Her voice quivered with a mixture of disbelief and anger. "How could you, Nathaniel? The evidence is right here. The secret alliance, the collaboration, it's all here. You betrayed our friendship." Nathaniel looked up from his desk, a flash of surprise flickering across his face as he met Olivia's intense gaze. However, instead of remorse or regret, a chilling smirk crept across his lips, replacing any trace of guilt. "Oh, Olivia, you were so naive. Friendship? There was never a friendship. It was always about power and money." Tears welled up in Olivia's eyes, but this time they were not of sadness. They were tears of anger, of betrayal. She couldn't believe how someone could be so heartless and unkind. How could you laugh? Is this all a game to you? Olivia's voice quivered with a mix of fury and pain. Nathaniel leaned back in his chair, his laughter subsiding into a cold, calculated smirk. Life is a game, Olivia, and in this game, I played my part to secure my own success. Friendship was just a means to an end, a tool to further my ambitions. Olivia's hands tightened around the folder, her voice filled with a boiling anger. You used me, manipulated me. All this time, I thought I could trust you, but you rejoiced in your deception, enjoying the power you had over me. Nathaniel's eyes gleamed with a chilling satisfaction. Trust is a fragile thing, Olivia, and you placed yours in the wrong hands. I used your talent, your work, to elevate myself while tearing you down. Olivia's voice shook with a mix of pain and determination. I won't let you destroy me. I will rise above this betrayal, and I will succeed on my own merits. Chapter 9. Nathaniel's arrest. As Olivia turned to leave Nathaniel's cabin, he forcefully struck her, causing her to stumble. In a fit of anger, he lunged for the folder of evidence she held tightly in her hands, determined to erase any trace of his betrayal. Amidst the chaos, Nathaniel's voice cut through the air with a mix of anger and desperation. How could you think you could leave the cabin so easily, Olivia? You're not getting away with this. Olivia, her body aching from the impact, stood her ground with a determined expression. I won't let you destroy the evidence, Nathaniel. The truth will be exposed, and you will face the consequences of your actions. Their voices clashed as they grappled with each other, the struggle intensifying. Nathaniel, fueled by his fear of exposure, fought relentlessly to gain control of the folder. Olivia, driven by a fierce determination, refused to let him succeed. Suddenly, the sound of sirens grew louder, piercing through the tense atmosphere. Olivia's earlier actions to inform the police bore fruit as their arrival disrupted the fight, bringing a momentary halt to the chaos. Nathaniel's face contorted with panic as he realized the severity of the situation. He glanced at Olivia with a mixture of anger and frustration. You think you've won, Olivia? This isn't over. I'll make sure you regret crossing me. Nathaniel spat out, his voice filled with venomous spite. Olivia, her voice steady despite the adrenaline rushing through her veins, responded firmly. Your actions have consequences, Nathaniel. The truth will prevail and justice will be served. It's time for you to face the consequences of your betrayal. The police swiftly intervened, restraining Nathaniel as he struggled against their grip. Olivia watched with a mix of relief and exhaustion, her battered body trembling with a combination of physical and emotional strain. As the officers escorted Nathaniel away, Olivia clutched the folder tightly, knowing that the evidence she held within would expose his deceitful actions to the world. Leaving the cabin behind, Olivia walked away, her head held high. With each step forward, she gained strength, resilience, and the belief that she would rise above the pain and emerge stronger than ever before.